Is it time to create something different with your life and your body? Right Body for You will inspire you and invite you to a different way of creating the body and the life you truly desire. Ready? Let's go. Here's your host, Donnielle.
And welcome to Right Body for You. As the lovely voice said before, I am your host, Donnielle. I'm always so grateful when you choose to join me in the present, in the past, or the future. Whenever you take a chance to take a moment to tune in and listen and see what we've gotten on over in the Right Body for You world. So I am truly grateful. And, just to let you guys know, Right Body for You is a set of tools and techniques that, as the title suggests, Right Body for You, it does have to do with the body, but it's also about really how your body can actually be a contribution to you, no matter what size, shape, health level, or however you think is the rightness or wrongness of your body, that your body can actually be a contribution to the creation of your life. That your body doesn't have to be a specific type to contribute or help you actually generate and create your life. Does Right Body for You include changing your body? Heck yeah. Your body changes every single second. That's one of the things we get to explore on the show is how your body actually changes quite a lot. Daily, minutely, second-dashly, I make up words. And just that, we try to get to the space where we don't allow our body to change because we think that if we have something right, we need to stop it, keep it from going wrong. And so how many of us are actually trying to create our bodies from keeping it from going wrong and trying to maintain what we think we have right? Well, in that there isn't actually much of a chance for you to contribute to your body or your body to contribute to you. And so Right Body for You focuses on this. Right Body for You is a specialty class of access consciousness, which deals with, it's a set of tools that works on the energetic level that can help you change anything that you desire more in or you just want something different in. And Right Body for You uses the tools of access consciousness, and we work on an energetic level. And the energy of what I'm talking about is, you walk into a room and someone's pissed off without talking to them. Well, it's energy. Or all of a sudden you're like, oh, I don't think I should go into that store right now. It kind of feels funny. And then, 10 seconds later it's being robbed or something. This is energy that's all around us all the time. Or, hey, I should buy that lottery ticket today. I just feel lucky. And then you win the lottery. Hallelujah. It's not, being aware of the energy is not just about avoiding bad things. It's also about contributing, allowing the energy in the universe to contribute to you. And your body is actually a part of that, okay, you guys? Which is where this whole, your body is a contribution to the creation of your life, okay? It's not about maintaining it. It's about creating with your body, which, yes, includes the shift and change of your body. So this is what we get to explore during the Right Body for You radio show, the Right Body for You book, the Right Body for You workshops, the Right Body for You classes, Right Body for You telecalls, my private sessions, anything and everywhere around the world. And I'm so excited to be able to share this with you. I've been I've been a part of Right Body for You specifically for 9 years now. And it's pretty exciting. And what's fun with that is my education on bodies didn't start 9 years ago. My education of bodies started 30 years ago with my mom, who she was, when I was 10, she was told she was going to die. And like any good stubborn humanoid, she went, I don't think so. So she went straight from the doctor's office to the library because, they didn't have the internet then. And so she went straight to the library and started reading books about bodies and how to change it, and nutrition, alternative methods, and all that kind of stuff. And then, she lived another, 30, 40 years, something like that. I forget the exact date. But so I went along that journey with her. She eventually became a certified nutritionist, and for 27 years, she hosted a health talk radio show. And so I always got to see all these amazing people go through with these amazing modalities, these amazing theories, these amazing concepts, and ways to actually help and shift and change the body. And they're creating a lot of great things out in the world. And then for me, one of the things that came into the radio show was access consciousness and right body for you. And I went, hey, I could do that. I like that. Talking to your body, asking the consciousness of your body to contribute to you and to give you information. Okay. And so that's me in a nutshell, except for the fact that I did TV for 10 years. And obviously I did radio for over 30 years and, all that kind of stuff. But what's interesting is, so I had this education with bodies for 27 years or, 30 years. And sometimes it's amazing some of the information that comes out. Somebody's eyes twitching, I know what their body physically requires, or they hurt here and what that might indicate. I can talk medical, I can talk alternative therapies, I can talk herbs, I can talk homeopathy, I can talk nutrition, you name it. And what's interesting about all of this is I never actually considered asking the body, asking for its contribution to what's going on for it. Even the possibility that your body might have a consciousness of its own and that it was capable of communicating information to you about even simple things, like it would want to eat, because who eats, you or your body, or what it would want to wear, or who it wants to chat, or where it wants to sit on the plane, or anything like that. All this education I'd received about bodies was always telling bodies what to do, what it would take to change it, and if we do A, B, C, and D, you should get E, F, G, and H, right? Never once until Right Body for You did I hear ask your body. And for me, I was like, what the freak are you talking about? Ask your body. Isn't it that lump of meat that we just drag around? And so Access Consciousness and Right Body for You really opened up in this whole concept of asking your body things, okay, and allowing it to contribute to your life. Because your body tells you so many things, okay? Yes, it'll tell you what it physically desires, what it wants to eat, what it wants to wear, where it wants to go, but it also gives you information about other bodies, about the earth, about energy in general everywhere around. The more I've been willing to listen to my body, the more what people would call psychic abilities, have really exponentialized, and simply from the receiving more information, because I'm allowing my body to contribute to me. Okay, so it's really been interesting, this journey of I must tell my body what to do. It's this lump of flesh that gets me, that will be the death of me yet, which, is a funny concept if you think about it. My body will be the death of me yet, and it's going to be slow, long, hard, and painful. Oh my, everything that is trying to create it, right? And so with that point of view, where I spent most of my life, the past 9 years exploring this, your body is giving you information, your body is telling you things, your body is contributing to you. It's been an interesting journey, and it's a journey I'm still on and still developing, whether it's in a private session or if it's in the Right Body Food workshops that I get to facilitate all over the world. Which one is next week in Brisbane, Australia. Yeah, I love it. Back to Australia. I love Brisbane. We have so much fun. Anyways, from that, I have to tell my body what to do, to allowing my body to contribute to me. And throughout the workshops and private sessions and everything that comes up is one thing that I've run into so much with the people in my classes or in sessions is, silly person that I am. I thought the difficult concept to explain to people was that your body was communicating to you, that it was giving you information. And interestingly enough, people more go, well, yeah, okay, my body's communicating to me. And yeah, sometimes I hear it, sometimes I don't. And, but people tend to say, okay, yes, the body's communicating to you. I get that. And then two things tend to happen. One, we're not communicating, or, that I say something to my body, it doesn't say anything back, or, my body's not telling me anything. So people go into this, I'm not communicating with my body. And then the other thing that comes up a lot is people don't want to hear what their body has to say, because it could be that they think their body's mad at them, or that it's just frickin' something else telling them what to do in their life. Something else or someone else taking choice away from them. If they ask the body for something, what it wants to eat or where, that it diminishes who the infinite being is. That it comes to, oh crap, well, my parents told me what to do, and my spouse tells me what to do, my kids tell me what to do, my boss tells me what to do, society tells me what to do, and now you're asking me to ask my body what it wants to do? Great. So there's something else I can't be and do in my life. Great. At least I had something control over my body, but no, you're taking that away too, because you have to ask my body what it wants. It's not going to be what I infinite being wants, it has to be what my body wants. Excuse me. And so, I know you're getting hear some people going, oh my gosh, you're in my head. Yes, this has come up. Like I said, silly humanoid person that I am, I thought the difficult concept to introduce to people would be that your body communicates. No, that wasn't the difficult concept. The difficult concept to communicate to people was that choosing to communicate with your body and work with your body and take your body's preferences into consideration wasn't about losing control. It wasn't about having something else tell you what to do, but that it's actually an honoring of both you and your body, and that in that place you actually get to create greater, not less. In that's the description of the show today, is how to honor you and your body. One of the things I hear most is people think that if they chose for them the infinite being, then it's automatically going against the body, or vice versa. Okay. And so what if it's not? What if it is about honoring both of you to create greater, and it's not about a loss of control? Okay. So we're going to take our first quick little break. Those in the chat room are laughing about my little rant, going, wow, I've never done that. Ha, 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 ha. If you guys have never joined us in the chat room for a live show, please do. You can go to inspiredchoicesnetwork.com. On the top, it says chat room. You put in your name or any name, and you can join in on the conversation. You can talk to each other. You can ask questions. We always generally have a lot of laughter going on in the chat room during Right Body for You, so I do encourage you, please, to check it out. Okay? All right, so we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to explore a little bit more of this, how choosing to ask your body things is honoring of you and honoring of your body, and that it's not about losing control. It's about actually creating greater. Okay? All right, this is Donnielle. You're listening to Right Body for You. We're on Inspired Choices Network, and we'll be right back.
The life and the body you secretly hope for is possible. Somewhere you know that, right? What if creating that body and life is not about deprivation and sacrifice? Would you be willing to choose it? What if it could be as simple as changing how you look at things? Right Body for You with Donnielle is a different kind of radio show. Each week, Donnielle invites you to you. She shares simple tools that you can use immediately to create changes in your body and your life. Something different begins now. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you're far greater than you've ever given yourself credit for? What if it's time to know the gift and the contribution you are to the world and to like yourself a lot more? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. Asking questions opens doors to infinite possibilities. And it's not about finding the answer. It's about being the question. Always. What I'm inviting you to step into is something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Gandhi, Picasso, and Aristotle all knew to be true. What if no question is too big or too small? What if anything is possible for you? What if together we could create a kinder, gentler, happier world? Is now the time? Go to beingyouclass.com and sign up for a free video series, My Gift to You. beingyouclass.com. What if you, truly being you, are the gift and change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. If you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle@accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. Hi, I am your host, Donnielle. And I think I just got over Skype one of my favorite compliments ever. Part of, Right Body for You is a part of Access Consciousness. And as part of Access Consciousness, Right Body for You is a specialty class. And one of my hats I wear is creative producer for Right Body for You, and the amazing Leah is the second in charge for Right Body for You. And I'm on a radio show with you guys, and so I've asked her to proof a PDF. And it's funny, she said, it's hard to proof while listening to you. You're very distracting. Thank you. I love that. That really makes me laugh. I'm distracting. And it's fun. One of the notions I like to dispel in my Right Body for You workshops, classes, private sessions, anything, radio shows, or the telecalls that I do, is that bodies don't have to be serious. You can have fun with your body. Your body doesn't have to be a specific size, shape, health level, color to be able to have fun with it and be with it. And that if you can see the humor in situations, that things can actually change instead of taking it so serious. Not that you're not paying attention to it, not that you're not taking it for real or something that has to be addressed, but just every time you're so serious about something, you kind of scare the hell out of yourself, honestly. And and so when you're scaring the hell out of yourself, what do you perceive as possible in the world or with bodies? Not as much. And so when I do my workshops, the Right Body for You workshops all over the world, one of the things I hear most often is it was just good at least to laugh. Just people being able to laugh and joke has shifted and changed so much for people with bodies. And again, it's not joking as in mocking and being a bully, quite the opposite. It's just like if you weren't taking yourself so seriously, what would you become aware of? And again, not in a mocking, bully way, no bullies allowed, but just being able to go, wow, okay, so if I wasn't so focused and serious and scared to death about this, what would I actually become aware of? And the next workshop I do is next week in Brisbane, Australia. And if you're in the North America or Europe and feel like being up in the middle of the night, it is being live streamed. So please do check it out. That would be a lot of fun. Or if you're in Brisbane, Australia, come and play. I love coming to Brisbane. I always have so much fun with the workshop every time I go there. And after that, I think the next one is in Edmonton, Canada. They had so much fun at the first one earlier this year. They've asked me back so that we can get people qualified to go to the Right Body for You Tools in Action in New Orleans this year in September. You can go to Donnielle.com to figure all that out. And if you want to see some of the experience of people laughing and having a good time, go to my website, Donnielle.com. And I just started yesterday with a testimonial page. And in there is a video that was made of what happens when Donnielle facilitates the class, which cracks me up every time I watch it. People laughing and dancing and having a good time. So check it out. I'm even in there dancing with you guys, getting my groove on. So please do check it out if you want to come. If you enjoy the radio shows in person, we also have so much fun. So please do check out doing the Right Body for You workshops, or if it's time for a private session, Donnielle.com, Donnielle, is also a great place to contact me and help. We can get a private session set up. Because as, they said in the chat room, bodies, quoting my lovely producer, Keisha, will pull out quotes every once in a while, says, bodies don't have to be serious. And, and they don't. And this is part of what I travel the world talking about is, listen, yes, bodies need to be looked at and talked about and taken care of and talked to and received from, but it doesn't have to be the death of you. It doesn't have to be the serious subject in your life that, okay, now I'm going to get serious. Enough flight and fun and fancy, but now I'm going to get serious. I'm going to work out every day. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to be serious about it. Well, what would happen just if you had fun with that instead of, okay, I have to be serious. I have to get down to business. I have to do this. I have to work out. I have to eat better. I have to, do so many minutes a day or I fail. Well, what else is possible if you add fun just into working with your body? And which is what the Right Body for You radio show, workshops, book, everything is about, is adding fun to your interactions with your body, okay? So Donnielle.com, you can, Donnielle, you can check out all of that and more, okay? So, which is all what we're talking about today is how to honor you and your body, okay? Because this is something I hear all the time, is that people say, I don't want to hear what my body has to say because it's just another freaking thing telling me what to do. I have enough things and people telling me what to do. I don't need my body telling me what to do anyways. So we go into this resistance thing of where I am not communicating with my body. Well, the double-edged sword part of this is, yes, you could say, I'm not communicating with my body. I'm not listening to it. But unfortunately with the energy, energy, when you say something like, I'm not going to communicate with my body because I don't want to hear what it has to say, unfortunately, it doesn't just cut off communication with your body. When you put out in the universe, I am not going to communicate with my body, it actually cuts off other venues of communication as well. Because what the body hears is, what the universe hears is, oh, you don't want to listen to your body, you don't want to listen to anything. Okay, cool. Nice separation, ladies, gentlemen. What else is actually possible? And so what I really want to talk about today is how you can talk to your body, how you can receive from your body, choose with your body, and how it's actually an honoring of both of you, how it's not a place where you have no choice. Because I'll tell you straight out, people think that asking your body what it desires takes away your choice, the infinite being. Well, let me say straight out, no hum-hawing around. You, the infinite being, are in charge, plain and simple. You're in charge. You, the infinite being, can override your body anytime you choose it, anytime you desire it. Whether it's for shits and giggles, it just sounds like a fun idea at the time, or in resistance of screw you, I'm going to do it. You, the infinite being, are always in charge, okay? So I'm saying that straight out, just so you know, you have choice in everything. You, the infinite being, have choice in everything, okay? So first notion dispelled. Asking your body what it desires does not take away your choice. You always have choice, period. And I'm getting reports currently of people going, wow, that's exactly what I thought, is that it took my choice away from me, because the second my body says something, I have to obey and follow. Not true. You're in charge, okay? Plain and simple. You're the infinite being. You're in charge. Trust me. If you didn't know you couldn't override your body, you wouldn't be here. Because on the other thing, people at the same breath, it's like, I don't hear what my body has to say, and then I'm overriding my body. Well, you can only override your body if you're actually hearing what it has to say, okay? So let me say this. Again, you're in charge. You have choice. So asking your body what it desires and requires is not about taking anything. It's actually about seeing what can contribute to you and your life. Because one thing I have discovered from personal experience, from working with other people, is when you take your body into consideration, something simply like, yesterday in the U.S. was a holiday, a big holiday, July 4th, Independence Day, where people, we have a lot of barbecues. We have a lot of going out into the world and the universe and outdoors, right? And what takes part in barbecues? Food, lots and lots of food. And so, a lot of people it's just what you do. You eat on these holidays, and you take the question out of it, communicating with your body. Well, what's interesting is I've talked with a lot of people today, myself included, people who listened to their body yesterday when the body went, yes, no more food, or yes, that sounds great, or no more alcohol, or yes, more alcohol, whatever it is. Those who actually worked with their bodies, interestingly enough, feel better today. So when the body said, oh, no more alcohol, or oh, no more food, or no more, no more ice cream, more broccoli, or whatever it was, when they're actually working with their body, it doesn't take away their choice, because obviously anybody can override your body if you wanted to, including myself. And they feel better today, okay? And so they can actually create more today. They're more present in their jobs and their lives. So what if, this is what may seem a silly example, but really, if you're willing to work with your body and you feel better today, is it about that you dishonored yourself by doing what your body asked for? Or is it that doing what your body asked for actually helps you create and generate more today? Because if one aspect, you're actually physically able to do it, okay? So, it's a silly example, but it's a potent one. Yes, it's more than just about food. That's not what I'm saying at all, but it is a place to start the communication with, right? The conversation. Like, if you're not doing that hungover, whether it's from food or alcohol, if you didn't give your body more than it requested, you're able actually to create more today. It's interesting, isn't it? Or it's not as much of a struggle, okay? So this is just one aspect of what I'm talking about, that if you're working with your body, it's actually honoring you. It's not taking your choice away. It's honoring your body, honoring you, and then giving you more of your life, giving you more choices, more possibility. We think, oh, if I want more alcohol, but my body says it doesn't, that takes away my choice. Really? Does it take away your choice today, or does it take away your choice tomorrow? Okay. And who's taking away your choice? Your body or you? All right. So we're going to take our next quick little break, and when we come back, we're going to talk more about how honoring your body is honoring you, and we'll get into some of the tips to see if you're doing it from an honoring, if you're doing it from resistance, or, what does that even look like? Like, okay, fine, I'm open to, communicate with my body, and it's an honoring, okay, but what does it even freaking look like? Well, we're going to talk about that when we come back, okay? This is Donnielle. You're listening to Right Body for You on Inspired Choices Network, and we'll be right back.
The life and the body you secretly hope for is possible. Somewhere you know that, right? What if creating that body and life is not about deprivation and sacrifice? Would you be willing to choose it? What if it could be as simple as changing how you look at things? Right Body for You with Donnielle is a different kind of radio show. Each week, Donnielle invites you to you. She shares simple tools that you can use immediately to create changes in your body and your life. Something different begins now. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
What would you say if I told you that you could change your life in only 1 hour and all while lying down relaxing? Thousands of people all over the world have. What am I talking about? It's called Access Consciousness, the bars. The bars is an energetic body process that contains 32 different points on your head that when run assist you in releasing decisions about any area of your life that you have made solid and as a result cannot change. The bars is the first class in Access Consciousness, a dynamic set of tools and information designed to transform any area of your life. When you have a bar session, the worst that can happen is you feel like you had a fantastic massage. The best thing that can happen is your whole life could change. Go to accessconsciousness.com today to find a facilitator to schedule a private session or to find a bars class in your area. Are you willing to give yourself an hour to change your life?
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. If you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back. This is Donnielle. Thank you for joining me on Right Body for You today, tomorrow, or yesterday. Whenever it is you are listening to this show for the first time or for the 100th time. I listen to my shows, again, quite often myself, just from the place of, holy crap, what did I say? That was really interesting. I found it really interesting. So thank you for whenever you are joining me. So today we're talking about what if working with your body is actually the greatest honoring of both you and your body, okay? So often we are having that point of view, that decision, or the way we look at it, that if we ask our body, well, then that's the supreme answer. I can't change that. I can't go against it. And that if I do go against it, it's somehow wrong, okay? Because let me say straight out again, this is not about making you wrong. It's never about making you wrong. It's just about inviting you to awarenesses of where we all function from quite often, and help you to see and choose maybe something different, or look at it in a different light and what that can contribute to your change, okay? So, when I do these workshops and sessions, so many people say, well, if I ask my body what it wants to eat, do, or be, then of course that's all it is. I have to do it, because if I don't do it, I'm a little, only swear words are coming up, but that's what's in your guys' head. But I'm, not a nice person. I'm an asshole, basically, because I've asked my body what it wanted to do, be, or hear, and then if I go against it, I'm somehow wrong. I'm an asshole. That's not it. This is not about judging you. It's actually about getting you out of judgment of you, and to get you to see a possibility of where you're communicating with your body that it's actually a contribution and a creation of better for your life. Like the example we were given before about how it was a holiday here in the U.S., and it's one of the days like Thanksgiving. We tend to eat a lot, overindulge, and the number of people I've talked to today who have felt hungover, who, whether it's from food or from alcohol or any sort of sex or anything in between, that they're actually capable of creating less today. Okay, so what if you had asked your body and worked with your body, that it was able to actually, you're able to create more today, because you physically can create more today. I know people who it took them a good hour or 2 hours to get going this morning, simply because they're like, oh, I don't feel good. Well, it's your body that doesn't feel good, not you, the infinite being. Okay, so let me talk really briefly about you, the infinite being, versus you, the body. Okay, you, the infinite being, whether you call yourself spirit, soul, you have been, you are, and you will be. Okay, you're this forever and ever, amen, infinite being that changes and shifts. Whether it's a past life, pre-existence, the great ether that we come from the great ether, return to the great ether, or we do another lifetime, or we go to heaven, or, anything in between. You, the infinite being, are this continual thing, no matter how you look at it. Whereas the body is something that you, the infinite being, helped to create, literally helped to create it, in this earth, in this reality, at this time, with elements from this earth that would actually help you to receive information about this reality, this time, this place. Okay? Excuse me. And why I keep, doing an emphasis on this earth is because you didn't make your body that could sustain life on Mars. You didn't make it from Martian elements that would help it give you information about Mars. You made it from Earth elements that help you give you information about this Earth, this time, place. And so, this is what I start looking at with how your body is actually giving you communication. And what's the freaking point of having a body? Well, it's that communication to help you receive information about this time, this place, this life. So communication with your body goes so far beyond the what your body wants to eat or shag or wear. It's also about receiving communication about other things, other people. A little example, like last night, a friend of mine left my house after watching the fireworks. So she left here about 11:30, 11:45, and she still had at least an hour drive, right? And so I was sitting there, reading some emails and things like that. And all of a sudden, it popped into my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think my friend just got home. I should text her. I'm like, oh, are you home yet? And she laughed. She's like, I was just picking up the phone to text you that I got home. I'm like, yay. Okay. And so why I use this example was just something that had nothing to do with shagging, eating, or wearing. But it did have my body speaking to her body, to the energy, and receiving that information and sharing it with me of she's home safe, that energy is out there, and my body helps interpret those signals, okay? Because all of a sudden she popped into my head. I got a little tingling sensation in the back of my neck, which is where some of my awareness has come into my body sometimes. And so it's really this interesting oneness. And so it actually helps me create and generate my body, my life. And it's not from no choice, but actually from an honoring of like, hey, this is also what's going on. Okay. And some people in the chat room have been talking about the word honor. And how it's based on other people's projections through culture and religions and things like that. And when I talk about honoring, I'm not talking about like honor your God, honor your family, honor anything like that, because that a lot of times takes away choice. You know, it really does. I was raised in a very religious community, and to honor the gods, or one God, whatever religion it is, to honor the God, to honor your family, it really did take you out of choice. So I get where this could be really confusing for a lot of people. And so, you know, any lifetime, past, present, future, dimensionality, where it was about honoring, was about no choice, was about something else or someone else telling you what to do and how to be. And that's really one of the biggest things is, you know, it's like, not only you're telling me what to do, but you're telling me how to be, and that's not me. Screw you. You know, would you guys be willing to try and create that? Right, wrong, good, bad, but pocket, my assurance, boys, and beyond. Which is an example of the access consciousness verbal processing that helps shift and change the energy. You want to learn more about that, you can go to theclearingstatement.com. Luckily, you don't have to know what it is for it to work. You just have to be willing to choose something different, to see a different possibility, to go, hey, you know what? There might be something else out there than what I've been functioning from, okay? And so the honor I'm talking about is just an honoring of an ease of energy to where you can create and generate more, to where you can be in communion and have infinite choice and infinite possibility available. Which I get is where some of the confusion comes in for people, because they go, well, of course, if I ask my body, it takes away choice. No, actually, it gives you more choice. Okay? I'm going to ask you again, does working with your body, honoring your body, does it honor you? Does it take away your choice? What is created? What future is created when you're making this choice to honor or to not honor your body? Which is one of the tips I'm giving you, like right now. One of the tips I'm giving you on how to know what that energy is like and what you're doing with your body is, what future will this choice create? Okay. So like yesterday, you know, if you're hungover, if you're like, I want more alcohol, and your body's like, please no more alcohol, or I want more food, please no more food. Or, you know, one even I was dealing with yesterday was my family, we were all hanging out outside, and my body was like, please take me inside, please take me inside. And I'm like, but all my family's out here. My body's like, I can't handle any more sun. Please take me in. And so it's like, okay, so if I stay outside, what will the future be like with this choice in place? If I go inside, what will the future be like with this choice in place? Okay. And you guys, with this, you can always cop that energetic feel, as I like to say in my classes, cop an energetic feel of what the future will be like with this choices in place. And in this 10 seconds, there was no other shade or anything I could go into. Literally, my body was like, please just take me in. And so what was interesting enough is the future seemed brighter going inside, even though I was, quote unquote, leaving my family outside. But talk about being, if you have no judgment or fixed point of view about it. So I went ahead and went inside. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll take my body inside, all good. Within 5 minutes, my entire family came in as well. And so I'm like, oh, party moves location. So, you know, and so if I had sat there and pouted, I'm like, I'm going to miss my family because they're outside. I'm here to be with them. And my freaking body wants to come inside because it can't handle it, because all the rest of my family can tan. But, you know, my body has this, you know, like the burn capacity. And, you know, I lied about this. my family might not have had the ability to shift and change to the party location either, because I was putting out that big energy of wine or stomping or throwing a fit. But because I was willing to work with my body and have that fun and honoring and nurturing of it, it created more for both of us. And my family, we all had a good time on the inside as well. Okay, so it never shows up exactly as you think it does. It's kind of different, and it has full fun. All right, so we're going to take our next break. We're going to come back. A couple more. How to work with your body and choices so that it is actually an honoring of both you and your body. Okay? All right, this is Donnielle. You are listening to Right Body for You on Inspired Choices Network, and we'll be right back.
The life and the body you secretly hope for is possible. Somewhere you know that, right? What if creating that body and life is not about deprivation and sacrifice? Would you be willing to choose it? What if it could be as simple as changing how you look at things? Right Body for You with Donnielle is a different kind of radio show. Each week, Donnielle invites you to you. She shares simple tools that you can use immediately to create changes in your body and your life. Something different begins now. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
When you're pondering the big questions like, is there more than this? How can I have a happy relationship? What would it take to like my body? And how do I make more money? Where do you go for information and tools? Check out the online store at accessconsciousness.com. Accessconsciousness.com has books, DVDs, instant video and audio downloads, online classes, and so much more. Subjects include abuse, changing your body, recovery, raising children, business techniques, tools to generate more money, how to have better sex and healthier relationships, just to name a few. At accessconsciousness.com, you can also find facilitators who teach local classes on a variety of subjects. Accessconsciousness.com, your one-stop shop for tools to assist you in changing your life. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. Go to accessconsciousness.com to learn more.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. If you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. I am your host, Donnielle, and today we're talking about how to honor both you and your body in that communication. That choosing to go with what your body says isn't about going against yourself, or that choosing for what you want isn't necessarily about going against your body either. Even if it's like directly opposite of what you think your body is telling you that it wants, it doesn't mean that it's not honoring of your body and that it doesn't actually create. So 3 quick tips is, the first one, what will this choice create, with this insight? Another one is a question I like to ask of, am I functioning from the kingdom of we or the kingdom of me? Okay, and each of them just has a different energy. And you'd be surprised the things that show up as kingdom of we or kingdom of me, okay? And you're like, well, why should I ask about kingdom of we or kingdom of me if it's about me and my body? Well, it's never just about you and your body, okay? It's like if somebody was drinking yesterday and they wanted to have more alcohol and the body said no, and they were like, well, no. So they asked the question of, is this kingdom of me or kingdom of we? And if they're doing the resistance from kingdom of me, it has a different energy to it. And if they're doing it from the kingdom of we, it has a different energy. Because it could be like, if they're doing resistance from kingdom of me, then, they could be just doing something as simple as showing a bad example or anything like that. It's really interesting, the things that come up when you ask kingdom of we or kingdom of me, because it's never just you. Okay, that's the thing about kingdom of we, is it includes everyone and everything with no judgment. Okay, so ask kingdom of me and kingdom of we. And one of the other tips is, do I have any judgment of this? Okay, so if you ask your body something, it wants to go sit here, or it wants to shag that person, or it wants to wear this, or whatever it is, I want to eat this, not eat this. Do I have any judgment of this? Okay, and judgment shows up with bodies in this conversation a lot like, well, I deserve it. I deserve that brownie. I deserve that second piece of pie. I deserve to sleep with that person because I've had a long, hard day. And here's the thing, it's like, it might not change your body could still say, hey, it does want that second piece of brownie, but if you have any judgment of it, it's coming from a different place, and it's going to affect you and your body differently when you're doing it with any judgment on it. Okay, so let me rest assured, just because you're asking, have any judgment of this, you still may get that second brownie. You never know. But when you're doing it without the judgment of it, things shift and change for both you and your body and your universe, okay? So it shows up with things like, I deserve this, or this is the way it should be, or screw them, screw you, or I'm choosing for me, which is an interesting thing because we've been talking a lot about choosing for you or choosing for your body or working with each other. But if you're doing it with the screw you, I'm choosing for me energy, you might not actually be choosing for you. You might be choosing against somebody else, okay, against your body or against society, which is a lot of other information that we need to talk about with that, okay? So just really quickly, please listen to the show again. There's a lot of information that was shared, a lot of energy that was shifted and changed. If you want to join me in Brisbane, Australia next week for Right Body for You workshop, 2.5 days of talking about bodies, the contribution it can be, how we can shift and change your body, how we can shift and change your life, looking at the energy, bodies, money, earth, pain, eating, just to name a few. Sex, yes. The class goes anywhere and everywhere that you guys can take it. So it's in Brisbane, Australia. It's also being live streamed. In September, we're doing another class, Right Body for You class in Edmonton, and we will have people will qualify to go to the Right Body for You Tools in Action, which is in September, first ever, where we're actually using the tools in real life situations, and I'm very excited to see that. Go to Donnielle.com to find out more information about that. And then starting in October and November, I go back to Europe, to some of my favorite cities, London, for the Right Body for You workshop and the 3-day body class. And I also go to Vienna for the Right Body for You workshop and the 3-day body classes in different orders. More information coming on that. All of it you can find out at Donnielle.com. And like Safia said in the chat room, can't wait for London. Me too. Every time I go there, have an amazing time. Come play with me and Safia. Trust me, you want to laugh, we will get you there. So we're looking forward to that. So Donnielle.com, DONNIELLE.com to find out more information about the workshops and to check out that video, you guys. Look into the testimonials tab under Donnielle.com. This is a fun little video that my hosts made for me during the class. I didn't know they were doing that. So it's such an honor to have them pull up that video and have laugh and get talk. And yes, and in Southern California in early January 2018. So please do check it out, Donnielle.com. Sign up for a private session, sign up for a class, come join me online, and make it a fun week, a happy week. I hope to see you back here next week. And in the meantime, enjoy your body because it's enjoying you. And you know what? I'll be here next week. Till then, have fun. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Right Body for You. Donnielle will return next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. We hope you and your body will join us. Until then, have fun.